We've been lucky enough to hunt some great places across the country. For whitetails, we've dealt with both do-it-yourself style hunts and outfitters. But there's something about hunting at home. This year was our first year we had the chance to do our own food plots. We invited John from White Gold down to help us out in our first year. After devising a plan, putting that plan into action, we couldn't wait for bow season here in Ohio.
So yeah, I was thinking, so bonanza on some of these outer edges, maybe on this side.
Okay.
And then that could get some, we can plant it this spring today, right now, and that can give us some, taller heights and provide some forage.
Yeah.
On the inner ring of that, we could go around with gold mine. That would give us our sugar beets, turn up some clover, a good mix that we can always retill up in the fall and replant anyways, but it just gives some diversity to this plot.
I think it's cool because last year we almost couldn't hunt it because the wind was iffy and we didn't have any food here, so it was just one of those things where we knew they were here, we just kind of left them, And,
well, and we went and tagged out.
And we couldn't shoot anymore. But if we could,
it's always a bad thing.
Well, we got a hot day. We're only hunting afternoons right now. Mostly because my face is so swollen in the morning from this poison ivy. That just makes for a miserable morning, but I'm happy to be out here. I love hunting Ohio. This is my home state. Still, my goal is always in this state is to fill my tag as early as I can for the sole reason of then I get to fill my dad. So trying to walk that fine line of being patient, but also getting it done. Deer season's here. Let's get started. I hear bucks down our left. You can hear them tangled up or fighting or something. Just keep watching this way and get ready. There's a buck right there. That's that 7-pointer. He's gonna walk right to us. I can't tell if he's a shooter or not. He's big bodied, but I need a better look at him. Do you have him right there? Well, I wouldn't say we exactly passed up that deer, but I definitely want to get a better look at him. He's an old 7-pointer. I put him at 4 years old. But I'm just guessing we've only had this farm for a couple of years, being 2 years, so we had one opening. And it's a tough spot for Chris to film, so I let him walk. But that deer will probably get shot at some point this year. That's low 9. It's a good shot of him. We call him low 9 because last year he was like a low 9-pointer, and now he's got more points and more height. And basically, he's just a great deer now. He's a great deer last year, so sometimes when Nick and Tom or my dad don't kill the bucks, we're after they get bigger, but who would have thunk it? I'm gonna get my bow. I got 7 deer besides him around me looking. How much time you got? Man, just a heartbreaking encounter. We had deer literally all around us. I mean, I'm talking 7 or 8 deer, all just kind of doing their thing. And we had a shooter come in, but we weren't expecting to see. We haven't had him in this area in a long time. And he comes strolling through like he owns the place. I couldn't get my bow. At least I tried. I couldn't feel safe with those eyes looking at me. So that happened, and then our camera died. So it happens. So we got a little bit of footage of him, I think, but the night is still young. That's a shooter right here. And yeah, quite frankly, I just sucked tonight because that's my second opportunity at that same buck. We had 4 or 5 bucks just had us pinned down, and I couldn't pull it off. I got my bow, I got to full draw, and I just didn't feel like I could grunt to stop him. Partly because he kind of spooked earlier, that same buck, and he came back, so I was trying to whistle, and clearly that didn't work. Butchered that opportunity. We'll say Cruz butchered the first one, and I butchered the second one. No battery the first time, second time, Nick couldn't stop the buck. It's October, and I have a hard time every year since I became an elk hunter with the beginning of October and coming back from being out west for a month to switch my brain over to whitetails, which is insane because I grew up a whitetail hunter. I mean, I deer hunted every day I could for 38 years, and now the last 5 years or so we've been elk hunting in September, and there's something about it. Nick has been hunting the last week or so, and he's hunted this stand a few times, and one of which he was at full draw on a great buck we call Lucky. And he kind of got his name a little bit late because he's just escaped Nick a few times already. And I am pumped to be here tonight and excited to see what I'm going to lay my eyes on here this evening. So let the good times roll here in deer season. It's T2. That's a good deer, but I don't think I'll shoot him. In the afternoon, and call me crazy, I think up until these recent years I would never have passed that up. Honestly, that's a great deer. That's a good 10 point. I mean, he's really good. But looking at the deer that we have on this farm and knowing how daylight they are right now, and knowing that last year my season was over in October, I want to hunt. I want to get to enjoy it. I just got done saying that I'm not even into it yet. Well, guess what? I'm into it now. Because we just had arguably one of our shooters, and any one of our buddies that are going to be hunting this farm with us this year would shoot that deer. That's a good sign maybe to what's going to, the rest of the evening will bring. Or not. Watch, we'll see nothing from here on out.
Have you ever dreamed of working in the outdoor industry and unsure of what that next step should be? Film the Hunt, the industry's leader in production education and the most trusted source for job placement.
You gonna tell me?
No.
No.
We're just gonna go. I'll let you know later.
No, well, I'm gonna know because I'm gonna look. All right, I'll pick ours. You ready, Cruz? Cruz, you want to pick ours? You pick ours. You pick ours.
You picked the wrong one. I picked the right one.
What?
That's Crossroads.
Crossroads?
Is that
Turkey?
good?
Turkey? No one's going to honey. Okay.
You got turkey? Yeah.
He got turkey. Hey, listen, that's kind of wanted him to go there anyway.
We're going in to hunt arguably one of the best sets that's up here. So we're going to do the interview here before we get into the stand, just because we already know we're going to bump deer going in. It's just kind of like this is a bedding transition area. A lot of these deer are bedding close to food right now. This whole entire landscape is just tore up with rubs. We've had one good buck that we know is in here and has been in here consistently. Claws. And like this this roadway going in is just blown out with scrapes, rubs. And for me, this is my last night sit. I get one more sit tomorrow. But yeah, we're just gonna try and be quiet about it. Sneak in, get set up, and tonight should be a really good sit. Down. You just go down. Oh my God. Listen, we're just gonna sit here. Here's what I want to do. Is we're just gonna sit here and hang out. There's no reason. I'm not 100% sure. He didn't like go down, but I do not want to bump him whatsoever. But just sit here. Sit here and hang out. Yeah, buddy. Oh my gosh. I don't know what deer that is. He's a big 8. He's big. He's big. There it is right there.
Looking back at all I've seen, waiting for moments that matter to me. And it ain't the town, it ain't the sweat. It's looking back with head still see the woods for the trees. If we ain't got regrets looking back on it all, on it all. If my father would say that I'm proud of you, son, that's a man that I'm trying